Good afternoon, and here we are, number 5 in the series. Today we're going to look at using Dynamo to create advanced steel objects from a spreadsheet, or in my example I'm going to use a CSV file. Now before we do, I've just got the CSV file here opened, or the Excel version of my CSV file opened here, just to show you what I've done, right? So what I've done is I've constructed a spreadsheet with 3 columns for the start point, okay, 3 columns for the end point, a column for the profile name, the material grade, the model role, and the insertion point. Now it's important to know the material grade and the model role comes directly from the database itself. So if I was to just open this up, go and grab that, it's on another screen, go to the table editor, load the tables, and if I go role, expand out the master base, go to model role, it's the key column that you want for your model role, not the run name. The run name is what you see in the dialog box. The key is what gets used for this creation. So if we sort by the run name and go down and find beam, you can see my model role is horizontal underscore beam, right? Keeping that in mind, if we go and look for material, very much the same thing. In the Aster base, there's a material table, and it's the key column that you're interested in, not the run name, okay? Once you've done this, you can see that, we just go back to the spreadsheet, you can see here, there's my horizontal underscore beam model role. There's another one which is called brace-t, and the insertion point, upper left, upper middle being the insertion point, and so on and so forth, right? So let's go and look at the actual creation of the actual script. So in this particular script, I've used the data.import CSV, right? And if I right click and go data.import, you can see we can do CSV or Excel. I've just chosen to work with the CSV file, right? And there's a handful of ways that we can bring it in, and I've given you an example here. So we could use a string to pass it through to here, or we can use the browse button from this node to go and grab the item and then pass it through as well, right? That data then gets read from the spreadsheet, or the CSV in this case, and it comes in here, and because our list had headings, so again, if I open up this file, the first row had headings, right? So let's just leave this here for the moment, right? So the first row's head, we've got to drop that first row because we're not interested in that text. We're only interested in those values. We then take the remaining list and pass it to some functions which create the start point. So it gets the X, Y, and Z, and the X, Y, and Z of the next 3 columns. So columns 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, they make up those 2 points. Again, if we look at the spreadsheet, you can see columns 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2 make up that first point, right? Then columns 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 3, 4, and 5 make up the next point. Of course, then I'm going to column 6 to get the profile name, I'm going to column 7 to get the material grade, and column 8 for the model role, and then last but not least up here at the top, because we're passing the data directly from the list straight into the creation node, because the reference axis is not a property but is part of that particular creation node, right? So if we just quickly run this, Okay, you can see that clicking here, we get our beams modeled at the top of steel in the middle, the channel modeled on the heel, but at the top. Right. Again, if we go back and look at the actual information, you can see here the first list is got all the headings in it. I want to drop that, all right, and then keep every other list. Now, one thing to note here is the lacing. So if I click this element and come into here, our lacing is set to automatic. But as we go to each one of these other ones, the lacing is set to cross product because we want to take the information that is here and take it for each one of those components so that we get the repeated points 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 repeated again and again. Look, if lacing doesn't make sense, and it didn't the first time I looked at it, my suggestion is Google it. There is loads of articles out there describing it. It's a topic for another day. The important part here is that, from the property perspective, we get the profile name from the CSV data. We pass it to a property object called property by name and value. Obviously, the value and the name is coming directly from there. And we then create the list, transpose it to combine it, because if you can see here, the list looks different. So the list is made up of the list of the profile names, the list of the material grades, then the list of the model roles, right? So if you look, we have one list coming from here, another list coming from there. The list transpose takes the first one, the first one, the first one, and creates a new list. Takes the second one, the second one, the second one, and creates a new list. So you can see there's a list of lists here. And then that information is passed to the additional properties, and we end up with 3 different beams. All right, hopefully that gives you something to learn from. And yeah, thanks for watching.